Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope you are having a great day. So it's been just a little while since I have really focused much on makeup content here on my channel. I have definitely been diving down the skincare and hair care rabbit hole for the last couple of years, and I've really tried to take a little bit of a break from just purchasing new makeup constantly. It was very hard for me to break that habit because I definitely am one of those people. When I see something new released and I see other people talking about it, I immediately want to go and try that thing myself, especially when it comes to makeup. So it took me a while, but I was sort of able to wean myself off of a lot of YouTube videos that just revolved predominantly around makeup. That helped quite a bit. So if you're looking for some advice on how to wean yourself, I think staying off of Instagram and staying off of YouTube videos that just haul new makeup stuff all the time, I feel like that's a good way to sort of help break that habit a little bit. But I'm not gonna lie, just it's tough to do that. But I have still purchased a few things here and there, and I certainly talk about makeup in terms of what I am wearing on my face throughout the week in my Friday faves. I wear makeup almost every single day, you guys. I don't wear it because I think I need it. I feel fine like this. I don't have any makeup on my face right now. Like this, I would feel perfectly fine going to the store, doing grocery shopping, going to the mall. I don't know. Probably not out to dinner because I don't know, I like to get fancy when I have the limited opportunities to get out of the house and be social. So, but yeah, I like makeup. I like playing with it. It's fun. I've loved makeup since I was a little girl, and I'm gonna try to get into it just a little bit more. I am gonna do some chit chat, get ready with me videos again. So yeah, anyway, more makeup content to come. But I wanted to start kind of getting back into it with doing a wear test on a new product that I found from Hourglass. And this is their new Vanish Airbrush primer. I was really curious about this when I saw this pop up on the Sephora website because I actually used an entire bottle of their mineral veil primer, I think is what it's called. And and I really like that. It has an SPF of 15. I think that worked okay for my oily skin. It's definitely not enough SPF to get away with not wearing an additional SPF. So if you do ever choose to pick that one up, please make sure you're wearing an additional SPF. After applying this today, I am going to go over top with my beloved Paula's Choice Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense SPF 30. This new Vanish Airbrush primer from Hourglass does not have any SPF in it. So unlike the Veil, this one has no SPF 15 added in it. So always make sure you protect your skin. I'm going to apply this before my SPF because SPF for me is always the very last thing that goes on before I go in with my makeup. It's always the last step. So I'm going to treat this Vanish primer as a little bit more of almost like a skincare item, if you will, in that it's going to go on at the end of my morning skincare routine. So I will link the products that I used in this morning's skincare routine in the description box down below. I will also put a link for this new Vanish primer, and you can go read up about it, check out all the ingredients, all that jazz. I am going to very quickly just go through and we're going to kind of read about the claims for this, and then I'm going to show you me putting this on, and then we'll do a check-in towards the middle part of the day, and then some final thoughts at the end of the day. So they say that this is best for dry, combo, and normal skin. I actually have more of an oily skin type, but I don't know. I feel like I could also fall into combo at this point, so we'll see. It says that it's good for pores. This is really what drew me in because if you've watched my channel for any amount of time, sort of the bane of my existence are my pores. I have a lot of them. Oily skin usually means enlarged pores, usually, not always, but yeah, so I have some pores and I love to make those look a little bit more refined. I can't make them disappear because You can't. They're a thing. Also, they're a part of healthy skin, so you don't want to completely obliterate your pores. They are there for a reason. And this is supposed to give a natural finish. So they say that this is a translucent skin perfecting primer that smooths, absorbs shine, and adds a visibly blurred airbrush finish while extending makeup wear. Free of parabens, phthalates, sulfates. This is also vegan, and of course, Hourglass is cruelty-free, which is super important to me. And what else do you need to know here? They say formulated with innovative microsphere powders, this multi-purpose primer visibly blurs imperfections, minimizes pores and fine lines, and absorbs excess oil for near instant skin perfecting finish. The weightless translucent gel formula enhances the application and look and wear of makeup. So good stuff. How much does this cost? It's expensive. It's $56, and this is a 1 ounce size. So pretty typical in terms of sizing for a primer, but definitely a higher end primer. But you guys, this is getting some rock star reviews so far, which is another thing that sort of pushed me into wanting to try it. So let's get into it. Again, all I have on my skin is my skincare. By the way, I always get lots of questions about my brows. You guys, they're micro shaded. These are like tattooed on my face. So that's what my brows are. Okay, it's got a really nice pump. I'm gonna start out with 2 pumps. This guy right here, and let's distribute, and then just do a little dabby dab. It feels nice. It's very smooth feeling. It has kind of a typical like silicone finish, I feel like, but it's nice. It's really soft. Oh, I should probably just do this, and it's really hard to see this far away. Sorry, guys. Oh yeah, look at that. I can already tell that it's kind of blurring my pores a little bit already. I really like the feel of this. And it's already kind of set on my skin. Should I have taken more than 2 pumps? No, I think that's plenty. Yeah, it really does kind of blur the look of the pores already. Okay, I'm gonna take just a little bit more for around my nose, and I'm like just a tiny bit more. The pores on my nose, I think, are the most noticeable to me. Okay, so nice, smooth, soft finish. I like it. I do like the way that looks already. So, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and off camera put on my SPF, put on the rest of my makeup, show you guys what that looks like, and then we'll do a check-in at halfway through the day and towards the end of the day while there is still natural light. And I'll let you guys know how this wore compared to just putting on my SPF every single day, which most days I kind of use this as a primer type product. It works great as a primer for me, to be totally honest, but it also obviously has the SPF protection. So I'm gonna put this on, and then I'll be right back to show you guys the finished makeup. All right, put some makeup on my face. I will list and link everything I used in the description box down below. So if you want to know what foundation, I use powder foundation, blush, contour, all that stuff, check that description box down below. But guys, wow, this primer makes my skin look really smooth. I can still tell that I have pores, but they're a lot more diffused and softer looking than without the primer. So pore-wise, I'm super pleased. This looks fantastic. The powder foundation, it like, I feel like it clung to my skin even a little bit better than it normally does. I think a lot of people try to avoid powder foundation because they think it's gonna look either really heavy or cakey, or it's not gonna look as diffused as liquid foundation can, but I feel like it looks really good, and I'll get a lot closer for you guys too. I really like the way this looks. And it feels really lightweight on my skin. This is not a heavy silicone primer. Now this does have silicones in it. I was looking at the, where's the, oh, here. It has dimethicone vinyl, dimethicone cross polymer, vinyl dimethicone. There's quite a few cones in here for sure, but it's not like your typical silicone primer where you just know that it's got a lot of silicones in it. These are better feeling cones. Does that make sense? Yeah, dude, I'm really excited to see how this is going to wear throughout the day. So I'm going to check in with you, let's say at 3:30. 3:30 in the afternoon is typically when I would want to blot just a little bit, mostly on my forehead, but also on my cheeks and my nose. Those tend to get a little bit oilier earlier on in the day. So we're going to check in a little bit later on this afternoon, and I'll show you guys what the wear is up until that point. And then I'll do one last check-in around, I don't know, let's say 6 o'clock. That's not the end of a makeup wearing day for me. I typically wash my face around 8, 9 o'clock at night, but I feel like I'll have a little bit of daylight left at that point. So we'll just kind of check in and see how it looks at the end of the day. But so far, super pleased with how my makeup went on, how it feels. Like it doesn't feel heavy at all. So yeah, thumbs up so far. But anyway, I'll see you guys in a few hours and we'll see how this is wearing overall. All right, friends, it's time for a midday check-in. I did put on I have on a huge sweatshirt right now. I have been outside all day with Craig installing cameras around the outside of the house. So it's really cold. This is actually a pretty good test for this primer to see if it helps my foundation last longer. Because when it's cold out, my nose, and this is probably TMI, but like I get really runny noses when it's cold out. I have no idea why, but every time I go outside in the winter, my nose is just like faucet. It's so obnoxious. And it's really cold out today. So let me just tell you right now though, look at my nose. There's still makeup. I don't feel like my skin is overly shiny at all. In fact, I was coming inside just to see if I needed to blot at all before getting on camera. No, I don't have, like, my skin, it doesn't feel oily at all. Like I'm really, normally if I were to touch my skin at this point in the day, like I could see like a sheen on my fingers. My skin doesn't feel oily. I'm amazed. Seriously, this looks so good. It looks so good still. Everything is like completely intact. My blush, the contour. This looks really good, you guys. Wow. Okay, well, that's okay, good. I am pleased at the halfway point. Well, we're kind of past the halfway point because right now it's 3:37 and it's gonna start getting dark here. I think it's gonna be kind of dark before I do the final check-in. So, but we'll check in again around 6 o'clock and I'll let you guys see what it looks like at that point. But so far, I'm really impressed. I mean, it has been several hours. I have not done anything to my face. I haven't blotted. In fact, all I've been doing is wiping my nose with a tissue and it has not messed up the powder foundation around my nose at all. I'm impressed. All right, stay tuned for the last check-in. Hey guys, okay, back for the very last check-in. It is now 6:30 at night. Craig and I finished installing the cameras outside not too long ago. And yeah, it's the end of the day. You guys, my skin, it looks so, I have both dogs in here, so if you hear weird noises, it's pugs, not some ghost or whatever. I am so impressed with how good my skin still looks after being outside all day, after blowing my nose multiple times, after, you know, just wiping it with a tissue constantly. The makeup is still, it's still on my face. I'm amazed. Now I am starting to have some shine breaking through here, but it is very minimal compared to how it normally looks by this point in the day. This looks like more of a glow or like a dewiness than it does a greasiness to me. Usually when my oil starts to break through, it's like a sheen, like it's like an oil slick, right? Like on the ocean, if you've seen an oil slick, that's what my face looks like. It is substantial. This is super, super minimal compared to what I normally have. And I'm most impressed with how well it's done on my forehead, because this is the area where I tend to get the oiliest, and it's really not crazy oily at all. I'm so impressed with how this works, you guys. This is a beautiful primer. It's expensive, but you know what? I think this is going to be a new part of my routine going forward in terms of makeup application, because this absolutely extended the wear of my makeup today. It made it look flawless. It stayed put. Unless this starts clogging my pores or making me break out, I don't see any reason to stop using this. Is it worth a splurge? For me, yeah, you'll have to decide for yourself if this is worth $56 for an ounce. For me, yeah, oh, totally. You guys, it's so much less oily than how it normally looks, and that to me is huge. I don't know, I'm sold. I'm totally sold. So let me know if you have tried the Vanish Airbrush Primer and what your thoughts are in the comments down below. I will put a link to this in the description box if you want to go check it out yourself. You can find that down there. Let me know if you have any questions at all. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch today. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.